What was supposed to be a show of strength from Democrats turned into a huge source of embarrassment. Their 24-hour live stream on the shutdown barely even made it 11 hours, drawing ridicule from Republicans and disappointment inside their own Democrat ranks. Get ready for a little cringe on video.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hold on, we can't hear you.
Gen Z is in the house.
Maxwell, it'd be great to.
That's right. And the other thing that I hear is from the provider.
He just texted me. Oh, I think we're on.
But are you really ready to fight for health care over billionaires? Yeah. Oh, come on! I can't hear you. Are you ready to fight for health care over billionaires? That's more like it.
Almost Halloween, and while we are swallowing these bitter pills, Jill was kind enough to bring some treats as we prepare to celebrate.
So there's
Halloween.
tricks and there's treats.
Oh, you are on mute. That's what I keep doing too.
You can't hear me?
Okay, it's only an hour show. We can't sit on that until their microphones work. It just won't happen. Anyway, and the Howard Dean moment of the one woman. Wow. The GOP seized the moment, blasting it as a total flop. Ben Peterson of the NRCC, just 400 people are watching. Also, chat is disabled. And Armani Garcia, communications for Congressman Chip Roy, said there are more people watching a weeknight WNBA game than the House Democrats live stream. Hat tip to the WNBA, they're on fire right now with their viewership. A new piece writes the event was, quote, an almost instant joke among Republicans and a source of embarrassment among Democrats. It was a revealing window into the Democrats' larger plight, a struggle to get their message through. Senate Democrats hosted their own live stream, and this one by Bernie Sanders.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us for what I think will be not only an interesting discussion, but something of enormous consequence.
House Democrats versus Senate Democrats. The numbers show a stark contrast. 500,000 for Bernie Sanders, only 24,000 for House Democrats. Look, he was popular when they ran, but his party didn't want him to be nominated. Power panel now. Aaron McGuire, Republican strategist. Julian Epstein, Democratic strategist. Julian, I'm coming to you first. Okay, we can joke about it, but it's a sad, truthful commentary about where your party is.
It is. I felt like I was watching a Star Trek convention.
No, they're pretty well attended, actually.
Well, that's maybe you're right. Maybe you're right about that, Harris. The party leadership has just so little self-awareness as to how cringe the stagecraft has been this year, whether it's Choose Your Fighter or all of these street protests that turn out to be violent, or just all of the social media efforts have all just been a big flop. I think the basic issue here, Harris, is competence. The Democratic Party just doesn't seem to be competent in its ability to do anything other than to call people names or protect a bloated welfare state that the country can no longer afford. And the biggest example of incompetence, I think, within the party is the inability of the party leadership, Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, to cabin the progressive left, which is popular only amongst the urban deep blue bubbled elite, but deeply unpopular amongst the rest of the country. And the inability of the Democrats to sort of cabin this very unpopular left-wing movement is just another indicator that the party lacks basic competence in things small and things big.
Well, on the Republican side of the aisle, what is your rebuttal?
I think that Julian is actually pretty spot on when it comes to his analysis about Democrats. And it's really sad for Democrats. I feel bad for reporters who had to report on this or watch that live stream. That should come with hazard pay and be considered cruel and unusual punishment. Democrats can't even get enough of their own people to sell their own message because they know trying to convince the American people right now that funding health care for illegal immigrants and shutting down the government to do so is a bad strategy. And not only do the follies of it include terrible technology, their inability to even get that live stream working appropriately, but the message is terrible as well. You put bad messengers and bad messages together, of course Republicans are going to pounce and seize on that, because Donald Trump and Republicans have the upper hand in negotiations right now when it comes to getting the government opening and working for the American people. Democrats just have to get to yes and off their sad live stream.
Yeah. And only 5 of them. Yeah, I mean, we've already seen 2 Democrats and 1 independent join Republicans just a couple of days ago, and that is holding vote after vote after vote. They pick up 5 more, and this is over. The technology piece, though, if they make it back to the White House anytime soon, you don't want them anywhere near AI. Like, if they can't handle a Zoom, goodness. Well, there has been no shortage of Democrat hypocrisy on government shutdowns. Remember, back during the 2013 shutdown, Republicans and Democrats were in a similar stalemate over Obamacare and the federal budget. Here's what Senator Chuck Schumer had to say back then to Republicans.
What if I persuaded my caucus to say I'm going to shut the government down, I'm going to not pay our bills unless I get my way? It's a politics of idiocy, of confrontation, of paralysis.
Oh, how we forget. Julian.
I think it's fair. I think the turnaround is fair play here. I mean, I think it's fair enough for the Democrats to say they want to have a vote on these subsidy issues. Fair enough, and they should be given a vote at some point. But there is a narcissism about insisting that after you've lost an election, you've lost the House, you've lost the Senate, and you've lost the presidency. There is a narcissism in suggesting we are going to shut down the government unless you agree to our demands to include these subsidies, which were supposed to be temporary subsidies. So again, I don't mean to keep beating up on Democrats. This is what I call tough love. I just think the Democrats lack self-awareness as to how they're perceived, which is why their numbers for congressional Democrats are about 18% right now.
Oof. And last word, Aaron.
Yeah, if Democrats didn't have double standards, I'm not sure they would have any at all. Providing free health care to illegal immigrants is core to the Democrat Party. We remember during the presidential primary where every Democrat stood on stage and raised their hand proudly to support health care for illegal immigrants. That's what we're fighting against. We're making sure Americans have their priorities first.
Good to see you both. We are perched and watching for the next vote about an hour or so from now. Aaron and Julian, thank you.
Thanks, Harris.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.